But I used to teach preschool, and I used to read the story to them because they loved it. It didn't fit in with anything that we did at preschool, but the kids loved the story so much, so I would always read it to them. And it's also one of Caroline's favorite stories. And it's called Kissing Coyotes. All right, listen up now. It all started down yonder at the watering hole when Jackrabbit started doing what he did best, shooting off his big mouth. "Roadrunner," Jackrabbit said, sitting back on his hairy heels, "you may think you're graceful, but I'm so gosh darn graceful I could dance the do-si-do with a rattlesnake without getting bit." "Is that so?" replied Roadrunner. "That's so." "Gila monster," Jackrabbit went on. "You may think you're frightening as lightning, but I'm so all-fired fearsome I could scare off a whole herd of longhorn cattle. Easy as saying 1, 2, 3, tie-yi-yi-bee." "Well, that's a mite hard to believe," Gila monster replied. "Believe it." "And Fox," Jackrabbit said, "you may think you're fast, but I'm so fleet on my feet that I can run right inside a skunk's burrow, yelling, 'Woo, woo, stinky poo,' and get away without getting all stunk up." Fox busted out laughing. "Jackrabbit, you can talk the tail off a turkey vulture and never tell a lick of truth." "You're all gurgle and no guts," Gila monster agreed. "You've never done one brave deed in your life," Roadrunner nodded. Well, that got Jackrabbit so mad that he thumped his feet in the dust. "Why, I'm so rootin' tootin' brave I can kiss all the coyotes up on Tabletop Rock." "Nobody can kiss coyotes and live to tell the tale." "Well, I can," declared Jackrabbit. "Prove it," all the animals said. "I will," said Jackrabbit. "I'm gonna go kiss those coyotes right now." It didn't take Jackrabbit more than 10 hops to realize what a plumb dumb thing he had done. He loped toward Tabletop Rock, hoping there wouldn't be a coyote in sight. Well, shucks. Jackrabbit could not believe his bad luck. Yonder, dozing in the dust, lay a he-coyote, a she-coyote, and a wee-coyote. Before he could change up his mind, Jackrabbit called up his courage. On quick, quiet feet, he tiptoed timidly up and put a teeny tiny kiss on the tip of Wee Coyote's paw. And guess what? Wee Coyote didn't budge a bit. Feeling a little bit braver, Jackrabbit snuck up to She Coyote and lay a kiss as light as a feather on the tip of her ear. And guess what? She Coyote didn't notice at all. Now, Jackrabbit was bursting with boldness. He strode over, puckered up, and planted a big, juicy smoocheroo smack dab on the end of He Coyote's nose. Mwah! And guess what?
He won't go.
He Coyote didn't twitch a whisker. Yeehaw! Jackrabbit hollered. I kissed all the coyotes. And guess what? Jackrabbit found himself squeezed tight as bark to a tree between two dusty paws. "Oh, oh, oh!" howled He Coyote. "I caught a juicy jackrabbit." "Well, he looks plumb yummy," said She Coyote. "Can I have the first bite?" drooled Wee Coyote. Well, for once in his blabbermouth life, Jackrabbit couldn't think of a thing to say. He started quivering and shivering and shaking and quaking. His ears started flip-flapping like branches in a breeze. In no time, they were tickling the tip of He Coyote's nose. "Achoo-wee!" He Coyote sneezed, letting his grip slip. Without so much as a beg your pardon, Jackrabbit lit out like lightning. He hightailed it down the trail with that pack of coyotes hot on his hairy heels. Dust swirled in the air as they chased Jackrabbit up the ridge, down the ravine, and straight over Rattlesnake's rock. Rattlesnake didn't like getting stomped on by Jackrabbit's big kickers. "Oh no, Dusty-do!" yelled Jackrabbit, dancing this way and that way as he dodged Rattlesnake's bites. Well, that pack of coyotes didn't give up. They chased Jackrabbit up the gulch, down the gully, and into the middle of a herd of longhorn cattle. All Jackrabbit could think to say was, "1, 2, 3, tie-yi-yi-bee!" Well, that drove those longhorns loco. They stampeded right around Jackrabbit and took off. Well, now the coyotes were howling mad. They chased Jackrabbit through the prickly pear patch, around the arroyo, and right down into a burrow of a spotted skunk. "Woo, woo, Sticky Poo!" Jackrabbit yelled, holding his nose in disgust. Well, Skunk didn't take kindly to name calling, so she flicked her tail high, she took aim, and... But Jackrabbit was so scared and he was running so fast, he simply skedaddled past that stink-awful smell. The pack of coyotes didn't fare so well. "Ew, phew!" they howled in horror. He coyote, she coyote, and we coyote ran lickety-splickety towards home, as if a Texas tornado was on their tail. Well, now, Jackrabbit was all tuckered out. He shuffled back to the watering hole, his tongue hanging out like a rubber rope. "Well," asked Roadrunner, "what happened?" wondered Gila Monster. "I don't suppose you kissed any coyotes, did you?" snickered Fox. Jackrabbit sat up and grinned. "Not only did I kiss those coyotes, I dusty-doed with a rattlesnake. I scared off a herd of longhorns, yelling 1, 2, 3, tie-yi-yi-bee, and I skedaddled past a skunk, yelling 'Woo, woo, Stinky Poo!' without getting all stunk up. Now, what do you think of that?" But before Roadrunner, Gila Monster, and Fox could answer, Hawk came circling down from the sky. "Howdy do, Hawk!" cried Jackrabbit, sitting back on his hairy heels. "You may think you're a fine flyer, but I'm a far finer flyer than you are. I reckon I could leap off a ledge and glide above the desert without touching the ground all night long." Did you learn anything? Well, Hawk ruffled his feathers, stuck his beak in Jackrabbit's face, and said, "Prove it!" So what did y'all think about that? Good. It's a cute story. Y'all are awfully quiet. Very respectful. So what was your favorite part of the story? Can you tell me?
Oh, when he kissed the coyotes.
Kissing the coyotes? What?
Kissing the coyotes.
You like when he kissed the coyotes?
When the skunk chased away the
The coyotes? Okay. That's Caroline's favorite part too.
Yes.
It is? Dancing this way and that way, getting away from the snake bites. All right, now let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 hands up. So we'll go Aaron.
Kissing the coyotes.
Kissing the coyotes. Khalif. Oh, when they chased him. Okay. Brandon McCullough.
Whenever we were on that bird on his face.
And Wyatt.
When the bird got in his face.
When the bird got in his face and said, "Prove it," that bird called his bluff.
When he scared off the herd of the longhorns.
When he scared off the herd of the longhorns. Was there anything part of the story that y'all didn't like?
No.
Could I do anything better? What could I do better? Nothing. You liked it? That's what Caroline said. I thought it was just because she likes me and didn't want to tell me anything bad. I like telling stories. Billy Bob, yeah. Yes, Caroline is a good storyteller in her own right, and